Hello, Professor and peers of Communications 101. My name is Edwin Neva. I was born in Los Angeles, California. I've lived in South Central for all of my life. My parents are both from Mexico. They're from a town called the Jutla de Crespo in the state of Oaxaca. Uh, my likes, um, I mainly have three likes right now. I like to watch anime. I like to watch videos, and I've picked up running. The kind of anime that I like to watch currently are two anime. One is My Hero Academia. The other one is called The Rising of the Shield Hero. Um, some of the video games that I like to play are games like Call of Duty and the Persona series. Um, I have recently picked up jogging. It is a bit difficult to go sometimes because of my work, but I usually go for about an hour, run a couple miles. Well, attempt to run. I jog, um, but I feel like it's been helping. I've also been picking up how to better eat, and I've tried to make my meals healthier, even though it sometimes is difficult for me. Um, for the most part, I think I have improved, and I have seen my health get better. The reason I'm taking an online course is because, well, one, I wanted to go back to school. I have been out of school for about 5 years, and because of my work schedule, I it's kind of difficult since I don't have a time in which I get out. My shift is scheduled from 8 to 5, but I can get overtime the day of without any prior notice, which would make it difficult to attend a class. And I wouldn't want to miss a class or a lecture or be late because of work. Um, well, my educational goal would be to eventually transfer into a 4-year university where I would like to graduate with a degree, a bachelor's of science in mechanical engineering. I would eventually, like after graduating, like to have a job where I'd be content, and have be able to provide for my family and have a home on which I can bring them into. More than anything, though, I would like to have a job, um, just so I can get my mother out of work. She's been a single mom for about maybe 15 years, and she's been working 7 days for about 20 years. She hardly takes any days off, and I just feel it's at a point where I no longer want to see her working, being out late at night, taking unnecessary risks when I could be doing more to provide for her. Um, an interesting thing about me, I don't know if it really is any interest, any if it really is interesting, uh, but I write with my right hand. My strong hand is my left hand. I also throw with my left hand, but I kick with my left foot. I think normally people kick with their right foot, but for some reason it came out a little weird. um, my worst scar. That's it's a bit complicated. Well, not complicated. It's a bit painful to remember. It happened at work. Um, I work for Charter Communications, Charter Spectrum, the cable company. And no, I can't hook it up with free internet, even though I wanted to. I was actually uh, working at a customer's home. I was carrying the big 28-foot ladders on my shoulder into the customer's backyard. Um, I was bringing it back there to set it up on the telephone pole to go up there, climb it, and get the customer going with their service. Unfortunately, because of the layout of the house and the obstacles that were behind in the customer's backyard, um, my path was like a set path. I could not take any other detours. I had to go over two steps, which were they were pretty tall. They weren't your regular steps, and the floor was it was just dirt covered by a layer of carpet, which made the ground a bit uneven because well it was just dirt covered by carpet. So as I'm walking over the steps, keep in mind the ladder's on my shoulder. It's a long ladder, heavy ladder. Um, I go up the 2 steps, come down the last 2 steps. As I'm stepping down from from the last step, my left ankle, my left ankle steps on part of the ground that's uneven. The moment I step, my ankle rolls. I drop to the ground. The ladder's on top of me, and I'm in pain. I'm in pain. The pain was intense. I was on the floor for about 5 minutes. I couldn't speak, think. I couldn't do anything. I was in so much pain. I was just holding my ankle, just laying there. After the pain was a bit more manageable, I had to crawl. I crawled over to the closest bench. I sat there, reached out to my supervisor, told him of what had happened. He showed up. Uh, I was out for work. I was out of work for 4 months. That was pretty intense. Looking back, it was intense. Luckily, I just had a small fracture to the ligament in my ankle. But yeah, it was intense. I still sometimes think and reenact what happened, and it's just crazy. One of the most embarrassing moments would be one time I was in junior high. I got a it was a junior high basketball game. We were playing a game, and I was shooting a layup. The enemy player just came up from behind me, blocked me. It was pretty embarrassing. The crowd was filled with the opposing team's uh, family members and teammates, and yeah, they were all just shouting, and it was pretty embarrassing. Um, but yeah, this is about me. Hope I can learn something about you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.